Tana really had a Porsche week.
Yo.
Yo,
guys.
Bobby. Hi, Tana. Tana, you
Hello,
really
hello.
had a Porsche week, huh?
I had a Porsche experience. I call it lah.
Wrong
Porsche
shirt, bro.
Yeah.
Wrong shirt.
My
Yeah,
Porsche
how come
shirt.
you're in the Audi
My
shirt?
Porsche shirt is still wet from all the excitement. I used to go and wash it off. You know, there were stains all over. So I need to go and do extra deep cleaning.
All the saliva coming down as well, right? From
Yeah.
driving your Porsche for the first time up Genting the other day.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not Genting. You went to
Well, I went to KKB
Kubu.
and then the next day I thought, okay lah, can make it KKB. I think I should go and follow Prakash lah. So of course Prakash all they drive like madmen lah. So it survived a Prakash run in the morning. So I think it held up well lah, Bobby. Held up well.
Sunday, right? Sunday, right?
Sunday, yeah.
You went TT, right?
Tikong, yeah, correct. And yeah, so we did whole we went to Kajang, then to Kuala Kluang, then come out to the dam, then come back to Ampang and all the way back. So full circle.
Nice.
And then on the way there, we saw suddenly all the Mustang coming. Mustang, whoa, 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 whoa. That 20 Mustangs. Then we saw R8, 20 R8s. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell is happening? Yeah,
Tana.
You
know why they all drive so fast?
Why?
Because unlike you, they are not in a Porsche. They need to prove themselves.
But the best thing was, all the guys going, none of them had drop tops.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
You know, so
yeah.
So, I mean, I think what he said, Bobby. I mean, Bobby doesn't know about this, but maybe he's not Nesla. The reason I bought the Boxster was about 5 years ago. I saw Bobby's video, and he said, "In life, you must drop the top once." So.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So Bobby,
yes. Definitely.
You were a seed, Bobby, to my Boxster, in a way.
I think to everybody, I think right. It was never a movement. Before I got my 6 Series. Right.
Yeah, I think the idea of a drop top was romantic. Was a romantic idea. Because there are things in life, Bobby. There are romantic ideas and practical ideas.
Yeah.
But I think drop a top is one when you think more about it. Actually, it's actually very practical. Because I also bike, you know. So I thought if I can go on a bike and I'm comfortable, what's the use of actually going on a drop top? Same concept, man. Correct or not? You know.
Yeah.
And on a bike, you cannot just wear a singlet, go on your slippers, and then go enjoy the wind. You cannot. But on a drop top, you can. Right. On a bike, you couldn't.
You can, but you shouldn't. But yeah.
Because on a bike, you need full concentration.
Well, you can. You shouldn't.
Full concentration.
No,
also on a bike, you need to wear your helmet.
Yes, the helmet.
You cannot get your hair all ruffled and all that.
Next drive, I want to wear helmet. Drop top, then drive. Wear like a stick helmet, the white one.
Yeah, talking about drop top, actually, my one of my customers selling his TD 2000 lah. TD 2000. Because leaving the country, so he's selling the TD 2000.
That's like a Toyota engine, is it?
Yeah, it has a Toyota 16-valve twin cam engine. Yeah.
I'm always curious with the TD 2000. What's the brand?
Yep. I don't know.
Or the brand is the model. The model is the brand, right?
Yeah, correct. I think it's the model first, lah.
Yeah.
It gives you a classical feeling, you know, like you're driving a vintage car. Yeah. But the underpinnings are quite modern, lah. You know, the underpinnings.
It's assembled here, right?
Yeah, assembled here, correct. And then with a leather frame. Yeah.
Leather frame.
Yeah, leather frame. Yes. Live axle. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Wire wheels. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bobby, after 2 months today, I got my Everest back. So I just arrived like 3 minutes ago, and I came here. It's back. It's yeah.
Very good.
That's the thing, bro. Bro, I don't understand this. It's a freaking pickup platform.
You know why?
Yep.
You know why, Bobby? Stupid fuel in Malaysia. I tell you, everyone who has a diesel in
Yep.
Malaysia will go through one point in their life with over 5 years, to do a complete overhaul because of the stupid diesel injectors will get clogged up and all that happens.
What about Euro 5? Euro 5 is still
No, Euro 5 is good, but only came recently. Only now that Euro 5 is
okay.
there, and even
Yeah.
now
Okay.
you
Right.
can't get Euro 5 in all stations also. So
Yeah.
so it's just a crime what they're doing in Malaysia, selling not Euro 5 before lah, But so now you're paying the
Yep.
price, lor. All the used car buyers of diesel.
Yeah.
One point
I
in life
think
you
it
must
was.
go the
Yeah lah. I think it was only the past 4 or 5 years where they actually have
yeah
already have the Euro 5 at the
just
pumps.
lah. Yeah, just
Yeah.
ahead,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think earlier was only one. I think only the Petron, is it Petron or Caltex had it, but now all stations have Euro 5.
Correct.
But yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
cheap. But yeah,
Yeah
lah,
lah.
I'm happy lah.
Yeah. So Bob, Tana, coming from your 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Your 986,
Yeah.
manual. Yeah. Then Tuesday, I see you go on the track day. How do you feel?
So yeah, so
jump,
so
that jump,
so,
from 1995 to
yeah.
2011.
So Saturday was my first ever drive in the Boxster for more than 5 kilometers, more than 10 k's lah. Put this way lah, First long drive. Sunday was the first drive in the Boxster. It was fast, like really fast. Then Monday I took a break, but I had to go and make sure okay. Tuesday I went on a 911 Gt3 and then a 992, and it was super fast and it's like crazy and it's like all the adrenaline comes in. And this is me in Chiang was there. We drove the Boxster to KLIA. And then the next day I got into Alex's Alex STM Rocks 997 GT3.
Wow.
So I felt all everything. But that one I was like, I was afraid to drive. I said no, I don't want to drive. So I didn't drive the car, but I was in the taxi seat. I was taxiing the car. But I could understand. I was watching him how he double clutch. I learned about double clutch. I learned about how he heel and toe. I learned about how he was talking about the revs matching and how you play here. So all that stuff was more like observing and absorbing whatever it was, and I was like, oh, I want to steal a bit of the GT3ness into my Porsche experience, because it's like this, the GT3 is like the ultimate Porsche experience, and I think everybody tries to get some sort of GT3ness, whether it's the exhaust, whether it's the shocks, whether it's like putting in the fancy red color rims, and so everybody tries to be a GT3. That's just the ultimate. But you can try to get some of that thing in your Porsche experience, and I think that's just that. It's not about going fast, It's about going at a point. It's so confident, inspiring. I mean, I cannot tell you guys. It's like you drive a Porsche. It's like it cannot break. The feeling I get, I've driven so many cars. Put this way, I've driven so many cars. Not like Bobby, obviously, but I drive more cars that could break, unlike Bobby. Put this way, I got more experience driving cars that could break, unlike Bobby. No one I can tell you for a fact. So like really a rotary engine, boxer engine, so hybrids, so I got this thing about driving
Tana,
weird situation. Yeah.
I've driven 1 month plus around KL doing my work as a salesman without reverse gear.
Wow. Wow, that one is a champion. Which car was that, Bobby?
my old Audi A4.
But how do you manage that without reverse gear?
Oh, I tell you, when that happens to your car, right, and you're so poor, right, it makes you so smart, Everywhere you go, right, your brain just calculated your inward trajectory, how you go in, how you're gonna come out, Walking distance is no longer a problem. Saman is no longer a problem. You know, you even analyze slopes. You know, there are some certain places, right? It's like, okay, I couldn't find a parking, but shit, that place is a slope. My front can go up. The gravity will help me come out. I tell you.
Bobby,
I went through all that. Yes.
Your brain is so powerful, right?
I had the MGF. The MGF
Yeah.
for a whole week. I was trying to go around and do some repairs to the path. I didn't have fifth gear. I didn't have reverse gear, so I can't go extremely fast. I can't reverse the car.
Good.
So I was like, I can experience like, like a slope there. Fine, I can go up there. Let go, come back down.
Exactly. Exactly. Your brain went overdrive.
Right. So what my point is that the feeling I get from driving Porsche is that it wants you to almost abuse it. It's like, come and give me more, give me more, give me more, and you can take it. And the sweet sound you get is perfect. I mean, even my very old 2.5, supposed to be IMS bearing issue, brittle, and all that stuff. You know what? I bring it to the RPM red line, and it's so sweet, and it's perfectly fine. It's so smooth. It idles better than a lot of cars I have, Bobby. It's so beautiful.
Nice.
As long as you put the money in, but yeah.
But after your Italian tune-up with the car, right? The car drives so much better, right?
Yeah, but I also bought some treatments. I got some XNR. I'm going to try out the next coming weeks. It's going to be better. But yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think the engineering like I'm a student of how things work Like for example, Bobby, now my things that I told you about things that doesn't work in my Porsche How about that, you know?
Okay, go.
So my roof works. It goes up and down, no issue. My window goes up and down, no issue. But if my window goes up and I put my window my roof up, the window goes down, doesn't go back up. So then, but if I put my hardtop on, the window can go all the way up. And that's to do with what I call a micro switch on the latch where it goes through. And now I was reading about it and stuff. And it's like Porsche could have done like very electronical and make it to a point that you cannot service it stuff. But you know what? When you get out the parts to it, it's a very something that you can actually go in there, shoulder back, and put it up. It's mechanical, no. They have thought things to the point that it should not break. The only reason why it failed now because there's a cold shoulder. So my point is, like if you see people telling me like DSF was in the Porsche experience, he said like I was talking to Chris Hunter, he was saying, you know, my 1983 Porsche, the clock still works, and how many car can you say that still works, you know? So a lot of things about Porsche is like built to last, and people don't understand how cheap is it to maintain and run a Porsche. People don't understand how cheap is it to own and not lose money on a Porsche. You don't understand how much what I call experience it gives you. It doesn't understand the doors it opens. And look here, I own the cheapest, least powerful, least desirable Porsche in the Porsche lineage. Put it this way, this is the most undesirable Porsche in the niche. But you know what? People see a Porsche, they like smile like, "Oh, nice Porsche, man, nice, cool." And it's a very welcoming, all-inclusive club.
Yes,
you know?
correct.
Family.
Correct.
So Thomas here, Thomas.
Thomas.
Hi,
Thomas. Hello.
Thomas has got the hyper Boxster, obviously.
His one is the UNICEF spec manual roof, low spec.
Must pay more some more for the car to get a manual roof.
Ask you tick the option you don't want. Now manual.
Now I got to fold my own roof.
Bro,
exactly.
I know what I was.
But one thing, you know, I see Thomas fold the roof. I was smiling there, slowly fold, you know, the roof. But he's smiling, you know, that face. Cannot buy
it. I do enjoy. I really love doing it. Yeah.
Guys, introduce you all to Jonathan. Jonathan, he has a 991 Targa.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. 991 Targa. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And what's amazing is I think I mean the Porsche here talking about just the Carrera and the Boxster and that came on the three circle there, two circle there, the circle or two, and it's that before I knew Porsche, I was like, why is there so many variants? It's like why is there why is so complicating about Porsche? But it's everything. Every one unique model has a story to it, And I think that's
Mm.
beautiful, just speaks
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
the
man.
Oh, talking
Yeah,
about
it's beautiful.
Porsches,
Mm.
my dad's Porsche was delivered today to me.
981.
Right,
Wow,
my
to
wife
you.
came in, and then it's working fantastic right now. Pang, who sold the car to me, is an absolute gentleman. He fixed up all the rear noises, changed new suspension, new arm, new dampers, And I just took it to a bit late. I took it to Ryson's place. We gave it a good wash, then tomorrow we're gonna detail it.
Yep.
So yeah. And then Sunday, I'm gonna drive out my dad to Genting, together with the Spider, Yeah.
Mm.
How nice, man.
Lovely.
Living
Shit,
the
Nice,
man.
dream.
Yeah.
nice.
So Porsche,
Sorry,
Porsche.
I wasn't listening just now. I was at Muda looking at Boxsters.
Was it Didi that's talking about Boxsters?
No, true story. I told Bobby yesterday during dinner about
Yeah.
Thomas. My
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
WhatsApp me. He said, "Hi, bro. Long time no see.
Yeah.
How much must I pay to get a Boxster like yours?" Like I haven't talked to him in years. then then
Yes.
then
You have to
then
pay in
then
your currency is paid.
then then today he messaged me. He said, "I'm waiting for your call, bro." So I called him up. He said no, actually I see you like all these Instagram posts and Facebook, and I see you smiling. I said like, why am I not smiling? And I said I want to buy a Porsche, bro. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Hey,
Uh,
Tana,
mm,
I got to give it to you lah.
mm,
But this week, just now, even before we went live, right? Bobby was
yeah.
saying, why you look
Yeah.
so different, Wow, today that smile in your face, after so many days in all the different Porsches, wow, that
Well,
glow on your face,
but 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 I never felt so poor in my life until the day I went to see the 911 GT3. I like, oh my god, I'm too poor lah. So next day I woke up very early. No, the following so it makes me want to work harder in life.
Yes, definitely.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm quite lucky lah, in my field of work, I get to work on some of the Porsches, and I was lucky enough to work on a 964 now for about 10 years, and the owner is
Nice.
actually leaving the country, and
Yeah.
it has been sold to the new owner lah. Whilst we were restoring the car, before he sold it. Maybe Chiang, we can
Nice.
show some photos, of this 964. And this 964
Oyo.
is the first commercial four-wheel drive from Porsche. And it still works
Oh.
in the car.
Wow.
Wow.
This was the Carrera 4, from
Wow.
1989. Yeah, so the car
Nice.
is in the paint shop lah, being restored at the moment. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. So, extensively working on these cars, and getting to
Mm.
drive from this version to all the modern versions. One thing
Yeah.
that surprised me, is actually the DNA of the car when the car drives, and the way the rear suspension thumbs. From this 964 to the 993, the 996, 997, 991, 991.2, the way it thumbs the rear end, of how the car rides through the bumps.
Mm.
Each and every model sounds almost the same. That is the amazing thing, the way it thumbs through the chassis. Yeah, I do not know how Porsche does it. It's the only car I've driven where that sound rings through my head, when the thing, the rear suspension thumbs through all the bumps and all that. It's like, wow.
Until
how
a
does
certain
Porsche does this?
generation only, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yes. Until the 991.2, the last one I drove was actually the one I tuned this week,
Yeah.
But that one that actually thumbs through, that same sound, was actually the 991.2 GT, the GT3 version.
Oh.
That one I tuned in Malacca, and the way it was thumping through all those things, it was like, wow.
Is it
how
the
did
weight?
Porsche? I think it's the weight and the way the chassis is being
suspension.
built.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when the whole thing thumbs at the back, right? You know, it's that distinctive, very Porsche thing, which we don't get in any other car. Damn solid the sound. That is one thing that amazes me. You know, even the 981, Thomas, I hear the same thing and feel the same thing. So, you know, that's the amazing part. Because after rebuilding that 964 also, we realized why. You know, because the chassis, a lot of places is double wall. It's a double wall. You know, in a lot of the places. Yeah. So I guess that technology has still holds true, you know, to the modern one. You know, I haven't really driven a 992 before, so I really do not know.
I mean, there's no other car in the world that still uses a flat six and rear engine.
Yeah.
Forget rear engine. Flat six is there's no
Subaru
other
no more,
car
huh?
with flat six.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See,
Subaru
this,
no longer.
Really?
wow,
Yeah.
this, yeah, wow,
Congratulations,
this,
bro.
yeah, this Hedro, you
Oh,
actually got one
congrats.
for 50K.
Congrats.
Wow.
Congrats.
Singaporean or
Congratulations,
Malaysian?
Samotarga.
The question
Indian
is,
Singaporean or Malaysian?
Yeah.
the question
Wow.
is if it's Malaysian ringgit. If it is, then
Yeah.
what is the condition of the car?
That's the matter.
Yes.
Thomas, I don't know whether you know Roland Uy or not. Mike would know. Mike might know Roland Uy. You know him? One of those old time, you know, he races as well last time. So he had I forgot it's 964 or 930. They look similar. I think it should be 964. He bought it from his friend for when the prices hasn't gone up. He bought it for like 40,000, and within 5 years, it went up to 300,000.
Yeah.
In 5 years.
Yes.
From 40 grand to 300 grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have my regrets. Like, when I was younger, I always think look at Porsche, like, oh, road tax is high, and what a waste.
Road tax pula.
Actually, I wasn't a fan of Porsche until 2015. You know, my dad talked about it a little bit. You know, I was more a BMW guy lah. I was like M division. You know, like I was super until I driven the M4. I was so disappointed. Sorry guys, those who have M4. Sorry.
You know what I like about what Thomas see like growing up like you always have a supercar story, like what you want to buy, correct? And somehow like Ferrari and Lamborghini, all that was supercars you see on a poster, but it always felt distant to the common man. The common man is like, it's I can't do it lah. But somehow the story of a Porsche is like, yeah, I could own a Porsche. I could own a Porsche and drive a Porsche. It almost seemed real and possible, you know. And that what was what inspired me. Like, okay, I could see myself at one point in my life having a Porsche, you know. And I think the story that I want to show is that I'm the ultimate example of anybody could buy a Porsche lah, because if you can buy an old one that doesn't work, pull it up. You know what?
Hey, it's still a Porsche, yeah. It's still
a
one.
Porsche. You can actually buy any Porsche.
But I never really wanted a Porsche deeply when I was young though. I was like, nice car, whatever, right? No, and then 2015 I driven my friend's 981S. It's silver, okay? Not GT silver, it was the other silver, I can't remember what silver, Dolomite silver, something like that. And then it's pretty right? And she let me drive her car. Then I drove it, right? And I was my mind just like, what is this sensation I'm feeling in my body? You know, like I got the top, you know, and then you take on that time, then the sport exhaust, she ticked all the boxes in the spec sheet, right? So it was sport exhaust, everything, sport plus. I was like, I reached like 5,000, I stopped, you know. Then she's like, why you stop? 7,000. And then that's when I knew, right? Oh, I want a Boxster. I don't care people say, because I used to study in UK, what hairdressers, car, you know, all this, right? You know, I don't care what people think. And then when you take the car into the corners, oh my god, the way it cuts corners is just like slicing cake, you know, like shoo, 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 shoo. It was beautiful, and I didn't really care how fast I was going. It was just beautiful. I came up with the car. I was like, I jumped back into my 1 Series, and I drove home, and I cried in the car a bit. It was such a beautiful experience. It's my first time in my life driving a car like that. Up until then, I was like a M4, E92, maybe I don't know, maybe M5. I was a GTR. Maybe I one time considered GTR. And then
Yep.
I was like, you know what? I don't care. I want a Boxster. I want a Boxster so bad. And then last year the Spider showed up in my life. Yeah, but it was never a car that I really aimed for. But one experience changed my life. That's what Porsches are. They give you this amazing
Yep.
experience, and then you're like how do they do this? Yeah.
And the way the engine bugs behind you,
Oh yes.
when you shift gear.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and it's so crazy when the engine vibrates. It's just right behind you. The engine is vibrating behind you. Hear the
Yes.
induction. You
Yeah.
know.
But
Yeah.
Thomas, I still have I have an ambition lah. I want to find the hairdresser that owns a Porsche.
Hey,
But
there's
got-
really one in
He's still talking about his hairdresser's car.
I
I still
think
want to
it's
find the
UK, right?
hairdresser.
What in Penang? In Penang got one. The
Timang,
one that bought
yeah.
the
971.
black color Boxster S from
Yeah.
Chuyang. He's a hairdresser.
Yes,
Okay, fine.
correct.
There's one there.
Oh,
So
Yes,
that's
correct.
so
A very
from
cool
it's
hairdresser.
very cool
Yes.
hairdresser,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, correct.
But another funny story was today a friend of mine messaged me about my the cost of my Porsche, and I was talking to him. And I realized that I've been talking to him for years about he's a car guy lah. Then I went through my history with him. I kid you not, he said, hey, you should have bought the manual Boxster. I said, no, I was not sold. And I look back when I spoke to him last, from 2014 till now, I've been chatting with him about every single Boxster manual for sale. So I went through the messages with him and I could find all the manuals ever sold in Malaysia. I was like, oh my God. So I said, look here, this is the price. So now I got a history of links of all the. I was like,
oh,
mind
amazing.
blown. So we're talking about it for 7 years, and I was like in the history of like, oh, automatic, don't want, on manual, no one, don't want. So I was like, wow, persistence, man.
So so Tana, you made the Boxster yours, this one.
Yeah. But now I'm already eyeing for the next one.
Yeah. So it's
I will
up
ask
to
a
say lah.
question though. I know a lot of people are watching today, and then I know Bobby's been more quiet now, but I want to ask this though. I remember what Bobby said before. The most impressive Porsches are not the sports cars, right? Are not the sports cars. They're the SUVs and the Macan, the Cayenne, the Panameras, right?
To me, their greatest achievements is injecting that kind of Porsche DNA into everyday huge 2-ton cars.
Yep.
That is, you see, it's totally believable to see a 911 tearing up the track, right? It is totally believable to see a Boxster and a Spider carving canyon roads beautifully. But it's unbelievable seeing a 2.5-ton Cayenne doing what it does. And I'm gonna say it again. You give Hyundai the same amount of money or whatever money. I mean, Hyundai maybe is richer than Porsche, They will never be able to do a Cayenne of this size and drives like that. They just do not know how to.
Yeah.
Right. And that to me is crazy, a crazy achievement. Yeah. See, a lot of a few person can form a car company, carbon fiber, blah blah blah, and all that. With their knowledge and all that, they can build a sports car company. It's much easier to build a sports car company, but it's way harder for these people to do an SUV or a limousine that can embarrass normal sports cars. Yeah. So that's what I want to say that time lah. But what were you going about? Actually, what is it that you want to bring up? Yeah.
When you said that, I could believe it, and then when I drove the Cayenne, in
Cayenne.
the day, right? I was like, yeah, Cayenne off-roading. I don't know. Okay, let's try
Yep.
this. Right. I mean, off-roading was great. Like the differentials was like automated. It's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
it's crazy lah. Okay. Then when I
Okay.
got out from the track, right, then the instructor started to whack. Sepang got little road around Sepang, right? The instructor was like, the instructor was full gas now. Like, wow, the instructor full gas lah. I also full gas lah. Then I'm like, hey, did I just did off-roading, and right now I'm whacking some B roads lah.
Yeah.
I'm actually tackling B roads at pretty high speed, Then Tana also go quite far because you want to whack also, right?
No, correct. Thomas went. I stopped. Let him go very far. I put Sport Plus, whack the bugger. I tell you, the
And then I
sound it
think to
came.
myself, like, wait, hold on a minute. I did off-roading, okay? This car can fetch a family, I can
Yeah.
carry a lot of things around.
There we are.
And
Yeah.
then I can whack the B roads really hard. I can terrorize some golfs in the B road.
Yeah.
Thomas, throughout my 10, 12 years in this industry, I have attended a Porsche track day that hasn't been repeated so far. We were all in instructors' cars, all right? Each instructor is ferrying 2 of us, and we were taken in either Panameras and Cayennes, okay? We were drifting on Sepang. They were drifting with Panameras and Cayennes on Sepang, bro. I kid you not. We were sliding, and I'm sitting.
Cayenne.
Yes, I'm sitting behind, and I'm looking at the passenger window. In front, that direction, there's a Panamera that's also sideways. I tell you, fuck me, I tell you, that was crazy, bro. Yeah. Anyway,
Cayenne is
I
someone
have
else playing Kung Fu. I think I quite agree with him.
Oh yes.
Cayenne
Oh
is
yes.
someone else playing
Yep.
Kung Fu.
I also have to disclose yesterday night after dinner with Tana and Thomas and Alex. So Alex let me drive his 997 GT3. Oh my God! I tell you, immediately it is now in my top 3 best cars I've ever driven. And what makes it even okay? It was a short stint on a road that I'm not familiar with. So there were a lot of times I need to lift off the throttle because it's late at night, and Alex's car is like 11 years old. The lights aren't the brightest, and I have to slow down to check whether it's a pothole or an undulation or a speed bump. We are in Bukit Damansara, right? Rich man's place, quiet at night, and then there's this Mesger engine. It's like crazy. Okay. Anyway, I noticed one thing. Porsche, okay, the modern Porsches no longer do this, right? The 997, I believe, is the last one. Someone like me, okay, I'm not as accomplished a driver as like Thomas or Alex, or probably Tana, Anyway, I was at a bend. When you are like flooring the car, and especially Porsches, the rear sit down, and it can take so much speed at turns, right? While turning, right? So at some point, your own logical visual calculation will start reminding you, it's like, hey bro, you're gonna fuck up soon. This speed is unfamiliar, okay? And unfamiliar on these roads, all right? And it's not a lift off, it's not a total lift off, it's an ease off, right? And I was turning left, the car hugged on the road, it kept on accelerating. As I ease off, right, the front end pulled to the right a bit. Then I put back the throttle, it comes back on the trajectory. It's freaking amazing, this type of responsiveness, and the whole car just reacts to you, right? It's amazing because the car hunched at the back, right? It has so much traction. The car wants me to continue accelerate. It's just myself sort of ease off, and the car is like, hey, what the heck you doing, bro? And then I put back down throttle, and then it sits back, it's like, oh, it's amazing. And it's so responsive. The communication is so good, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel scared driving fast at all. You put me in a Ferrari 488, in an F8, whatnot, I will feel scared because of the detachment. Even the 992, but the 997, oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah.
Amazing.
Alex, let me drive this car from Gotong down to the highway, and and I swapped like he drove my Spider, I drove this one.
Wow.
You know one thing I learned about this car is that when you want to drive this car, you must be committed from the first second. You drive this car, you must mentally get ready. I must commit to this car. I need to commit everything I do. I cannot be distracted. I need to drive this car properly. And just like what you say, you either do it or you don't do it. You want to do it, you do it properly, you know. And when you do it right, the car rewards you. You know, it rewards you with no level of grip. But then you gotta manage the rear, because the rear is, you know, the weight is in the rear. So when sometimes you brake, you feel the rear weight coming up. And you know what's funny, you know, when you want to attack a hairpin, you must be a bit crazy enough to purposely brake later, because you want the front to get the, so you're not braking
maximum traction
late.
in front.
Yeah, you're not braking late because you want to overtake somebody or something. You want to brake late so you can turn. You have to commit to that kind of driving style, which is
I think
you know, the 992 doesn't have.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think is it because you feel more confident? Like even if you're drifting, you're more confident drifting in a Porsche.
No, it's not that. It's not that. You have to work. You have to work with the car. The car's character. Like I mean, the best way to explain is like this. All right. Okay. Let's say me and Bobby, we go and me and Mike, Bobby and Tana, we're playing tennis. Okay. Then we play. Okay. Hey, we play easy lah. Let's just play easy. Okay. We finished the game after 1 hour. Okay, it was a nice game. Where's the fun in it? You want to play a tennis game, right? Wow, Mike like run over there, whack out. Bobby is like jump and whack. You know, like when you've done half an hour, we're all like sweating and like, oh, but you feel like you're alive, right? That's what the 997 is. You have to work with the car, and the car tells you, the car wants you to work it, you know, and that's why I say you have to be committed to play the game. It's not about drifting. It's just that you.
No, it's not about drifting. I said what I call like some cars where you feel that okay, you might apply you might apply too much power and you might lose traction and it's scary, but somehow I think here you feel that the car will let you know what's happening, even if it moves, it's fine. You're not so scared of potential drift opposed to other cars drifting. That's what I meant. You know. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of communication about Bobby say lah. It's easy to it's easy to it's predictable. It's not easy to drive. I tell you that it's not easy to drive, but it's predictable. You know, it's predictable.
It's so nice. It's so nice. But I have one complaint. You see how fat I am, right? And how small the 997 is, right? I don't fit in the seats, all right? It's like and there's one funny thing that Alex said that a lot of people who was on my Facebook couldn't catch what he meant. He was like, I sit in the car, I fill up the whole driver's side window frame. My whole person fills up that window view, you know. Anyway, it's man, it's an amazing car.
The days before the cars all got bigger and bigger.
You know what the funny thing, bro? Because it's the rear engine and such a short drive shaft. When you put your foot down, right, you feel like the car has 600 horsepower, but it's not. But the sensation feels like more than
yes.
And then you come from the car and then look at it, it's like, wait, this car is smaller than my Spider. You know, because the kind of power you think like, okay, I'm driving a Huracan or driving a Aventador or something like. It feels like a big car. You know? And then you get out, it's like, yeah, I'm driving a small car. It's so tiny.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Yeah, after 2000, all the cars just grow grown to a very different size already.
Yeah. Oh man, and you know what? Fuel and towing that car is like orgasm. It's like I thought mine was really good. Oh yeah, the clutch is super heavy, right? The clutch. You know,
oh my god, tell me about it.
I told Alex, my clutch is heavy. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. You try mine, so I drive his, right? So heavy right there. I got down. Then I swapped back to my Spider. I'm like, hey, my Spider feel like a Honda now.
Hey, it's heavy. And the fact that you need to step all the way in to
gotta kick
engage
it,
to engage the gear, but in order for the gear to bite as you release it, right? It only starts biting halfway. That means at first I thought, oh, it only bites at half, right? Then I only step half to shift gears. Cannot. To switch gears, I need to go all in. For it to start biting, it halfway at least. Then it starts biting. So quite a learning there. Quite a learning. And it's so heavy. It's so heavy. Yeah.
The
But
964 also
after
very heavy.
a few minutes, you feel okay
Oh.
with it, especially it's spirited
Yeah,
driving.
yes.
It's okay. It's spirited driving,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
It helps you modulate. You can play with the clutch. I mean, look at your Megane. Your Megane still okay. A lot of improvement. The previous Megane, right? From where it is to you finish stepping in, it's like that. It's like, you only have that much room. It's like what's going on? You know that one you can't really play lah. Anyway, amazing.
Shall we go to a commercial
let's-
break, Chiang? We'll come back.
Yeah, I think we need to take a break, right? Sorry. I know we've been talking so much. Sorry.
Yeah.
Very enthusiastic
No.
about Porsches.
Come back, we'll talk about what Mike tuned recently, right? You tuned a Porsche, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Commercial break. Young commercial break.
When I switched to Pro Mileage, in my case, I got 46-47% of savings for that car.
Pro Mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less.
Hey, sorry, I realized I talked so much I forgot it's Tana hosting the show today. So
Yeah.
No,
I just realized it's Tana's show.
No.
Anyway.
This is not my show. It's all of us streaming equally. It's not my show, bro.
Thomas
sorry.
break man talk about Porsche. Seriously, hey Brandon, seriously. Yeah, last night me, Bobby, and Tana and Alex were talking like talk, laugh, talk. And then Porsche showed up 80% of our conversation, I believe. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Mike is back. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
Brandon asked, how was
Yeah.
the Gt3? Thomas, want to answer that?
Yeah.
Such a performer. It's it gets the job done so darn good. It's like a top athlete lah, like Olympic gold star athlete. I tried in corner number 4 to full throttle before the apex. My steering loading full already. I full send the car. I was like, okay. You know, if you watch my video closely, I'm holding the steering. Like I'm expecting the car to oversteer, right? Nothing. It went out like a bullet. Bing!
Wow.
Like, did it just happen? Like, I was in my mind, I was ready for oversteer, right? The throttle response, oh man, the engine is really a masterpiece. The RSR engine is I don't know what's about the internal components. It feels very light, so the engine revs very lightly. The throttle, there's all individual throttle bodies, so it feels a bit Manskerish, like 40% Mansker lah. Got some Mansker feeling coming back to the car. But I think to sum it up with the double wishbone from the RSR, from the engine, everything, the experience is the car is a gold class athlete. You know, he just wants to just performs well, at a ridiculous level, like you us common people don't know how to exploit the car, right? You know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine before the apex I full send the car has zero drama and just launched me out from the corner.
I have a
just
question,
ridiculous.
Thomas. I have a question, especially to Porsche enthusiasts. The pricing of the GT3 and GT3 RS,
Mm.
right? In that scale, it's actually not that big of a difference, right? It's like 20%, right? So of course we all know, oh, there's a RS there, Ren Sport, right? Definitely more horsepower, more downforce, more wing, more everything, but it's still road legal, right? Both of them has roll cage, right? So what is it that makes some people preferring the GT3 over the GT3 RS? What is it actually? Why? Some people they can afford both, but they want the GT3. For me, it's looks. I don't want to go around with a ridiculous wing at the back, right?
Yes. So for me, all I can think of is right now the current 992. If I were to buy, I want the touring package and the manual on it. That's what I want. You know, because I don't have that big wing. Because I can park by the roadside and don't look like an idiot, you know, with the big wing. You're right.
I can only sort of tell people that, I mean, just to act like, just to pretend I'm a real motoring journalist, right? I say, oh, one is a sports car that is very comfortable on the track, and then one is a track car that is somewhat comfortable on the road.
Yep. Correct.
You know, but the truth is, I don't really know why.
Yeah, I think from my point of view, I think it's just it's launch. It's like you have a product. How do you squeeze the product for its money as much as possible? So you got to stagger them. You got to sell them in pieces. You know, cut slowly, slice it. You know,
Bro, don't like that, bro.
And then no, this is
Bro,
marketing,
don't
you
like
know.
that.
And then so that I got a GT3. Might as well RS now.
They spend so much money to do their, you know, press release and all that. Then you sum it up as, oh, they want more money.
Obviously, because the whole idea of buying a Porsche is somewhat is obviously the mechanical, and you have the stuff, but somewhat is also the ownership experience, because I own this prestigious brand, the heritage, what they call into. You're paying for that R&D. You're funding Porsche's development, so you are part of that whole experience. So it's not to say in a bad way, but it's like you are funding the whole Porsche experience for you the experience. It's a loop back. So people who are Porsche enthusiasts will invest in the company and keep buying because they want to see Porsche grow.
Yeah, but I want to explain to some who doesn't know here. I mean, maybe some doesn't know lah. You know, this whole GT3, GT2, GT4, these are actually race car classes, right? Touring car, even Le Mans is the classes. So GT4 is a more entry class. You know, GT3 homologated from road cars. You know, and then there's GT2, which is like, I don't think they have GT2 racing class nowadays, right? Even GT1, no. GT1 is near prototype already. Prototype means is not a homologated car, you know. So these are all terms that came from racing. I don't know whether you guys know that, you know, a while ago Porsche has that Cayman R, right? Right, they have that Cayman R. And there was also a Cayman R which is like for, you know, for racing teams to buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cup
you know, yeah. Those are produced for racing teams to buy the car and go racing, right? You know what's amazing? The car has that jack. It's built into the car.
The hydraulic, the air jack, right?
You see that? I tell you, you see that in action. It's just amazing.
Yes.
The car just come and then the thing from underneath just come down and then the car jacked up. You know?
Yeah.
Like
just put the compressed air into the car, right? And then the car jacks up.
Oh, that's the cool, man. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
that's racing technology.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, of course, you got the single lock nut, you know, with those cars.
Yeah. GT3 RS has that. GT3 RS has. I don't know whether the GT3 has it or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have most of the GT3 should have
Oh,
yes,
even the GT3 as well.
It's very hard to say because both the GT. You don't ask about GT3 and GT3 RS, right? Both times I never driven RS to actually tell you. I sat in one. But I can't really say. I think maybe Mike has driven both, right?
No,
GT3
I haven't.
and GT3 RS.
I only driven the GT3 only. Haven't
Uh,
driven the GT3
I've
RS.
driven the GT3 RS, but the 991 is the 991.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
GT3 RS.
do you feel there's a significant difference? I'm sure there is, right?
Again, first of all, I'm not a racing driver. I can't reach that kind of stratosphere to extract that extra performance out, right? But
Mm.
I mean, in racing, a larger wing means larger downforce, right? So it has all the aero bits, It has all,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
that's also dual clutch. There are, I mean, the GT3 RS doesn't have a manual. So from Porsche's own dictionary, it's a bit like this: the GT3 RS sole purpose is to achieve the fastest time.
Yeah.
Right. The GT3 is to achieve the best connection in driving.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the fastest time, but the best
Mm.
connection. Whereas the GT3 RS is just, we are here to win races. If they can put in quattro, they will put, because you want to win races, right? The screw driver involvement, screw pivoting and all that. They just want to win races. So that's oh my God, look at it.
Yes.
Yeah, the wing is not
Amazing.
ridiculous.
I can't deal with the wing. I think the front fender lines, everything. This is more like Tana's kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh,
look at it. Oh,
okay,
oh,
but
look
I'll
at
take
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean,
Yeah.
this
I-
this is where the it's function.
Yeah,
it
that's
must be
GT3.
functional. Whatever it takes to be functional.
Yes.
Oh, this is the 991.2 GT3 RS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look
The
at
I mean,
it.
the latest GT3 I've driven is actually the 991.2 lah. The 991.
Wow.
This is the 991 GT3.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. That
Hey, got a question on there.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I ask. Let Mike and Bobby answer first.
What? 997.2. This one is not the new one.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex one is a
This is the old one.
997.1, 3.8, right? The
He
3.8
he's
GT3.
this is the never to be repeated again in the history of Porsche GT3. So that's how I see it. I see
997.2. 997.2.
yeah. So
997.2. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I think the way I see the boat is like anyone on a 992 GT3 could be fast enough, but not everybody can fully report the what the 992 has. Like it's just so driver focused lah. You need to be there.
Yeah.
You need to be
I think
Alex lah.
I think the 997.2, because of the weight of the car and the size of the car,
Yeah.
I think it's a more chuckable car lah.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Oh,
and-
yes.
Yes.
And of course, he changed the suspension to Olin's DFV. Is amazing. The dual flow valves, right? Is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't driven the GT3 before, the 997. The 997, I have only driven the turbos lah. Yeah. Even that
Yeah.
also is very communicative already. Yeah.
I think the best way to describe
GT3
this
is
two car
Yeah.
is 997.2. It's like you go to Vietnam and you go into some kampong somewhere and then you eat the best. You find this person to cook the best pho in your life, right? Super raw, it's super fresh ingredients, the best pho in your life, right? 992 GT3 is like you go to the most expensive restaurant that serves an excellent world-class pho, all right? That's how I describe the both. Both are very good, but one is super raw, one is very refined. Sorry, I'm going to use Vietnamese noodles because I'm thinking of it.
No, I don't know how to react to that, Thomas.
I don't know how Thomas can go from Porsche to pho, and he won't come back to Porsche. The way he changed his sound, pho, all of a sudden, Then I'm trying to keep a straight
That's how you
face,
say Vietnamese pho, right?
Yes, I know.
How is this? 992 GT3 is Rachel using filter on Instagram, and suddenly she's like someone else. 997.2 GT3 is when Rachel is caught behind the scene by accidentally take a picture. She's there, no? So yeah, both the pretty. One's in your face, it's real, and one is a lot of filters lah. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just had my booster shot today. I'm getting some side effects. Now listening to your joke gives me a big headache.
Oh, you just had it. Oh. Oh yeah. Just now there's someone who mentioned that Tana wearing the Audi shirt, right? I just wanna let people know. Oh yeah, I just wanna let people know that the Audi's RS is directly given to Audi by Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche
RS2,
yes, Porsche passed the Rennsport to Audi, and hence Audi has this linkage and lineage of Porsche's Rennsport in Audi Rennsport. Yeah. Just want people to know that. Yeah.
See, I learned something today, Bobby. Thank you.
I think that
What's that? What's that?
This question also is to.
No, I
is to
said I
say
learned
that,
something today because of the history.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was the RS2. That's why you got all the Porsche stuff.
Porsche.
You know, the wing mirrors. You know, your brakes. Yeah, all those.
It
are
was
from
called
Porsche.
RS because it was called RS because Porsche felt it's worthy of being called an RS, and not Audi came up with a RS line to build the car. Audi only have their S to go against M, right? Then that time Porsche is near bankrupt lah. So Audi is like help them a bit. Hey, I give you a project. You know, Mercedes also helped Porsche. You know that time Mercedes also Porsche, come, I give you some project. Don't bankrupt.
SEL, right?
You know?
Is it SEL?
Yeah, please don't bankrupt. They built the what is that? The
E500, is it?
Yes, the 500. Yes, the 500.
The E500.
Yeah, the 500. So it was really passed to Porsche just to help them go through hardship. You know, just like after World War II, BMW was going through some hardship. Mercedes also give BMW some side jobs, to assemble engine for them. You know, just to keep them alive. So the German car makers, they do that. So Audi is like, oh, you want to bankrupt? No. Come, make me do some magic with it. So the RS2 back then cost more than a 911. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then it got the cup wheels on it also, the Porsche cup wheels on the car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So anyone with a RS4 or whatever out there, right? Don't sell your car at 250,000. You know, put up the prices 750, bro.
Yeah. Of course lah, you know CL owned that car before, right? The RS2.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
man.
And the yearly landed
cool.
with that car as
So
well.
cool. That's so cool.
Wait, who else also owned a RS2? Alex, right?
Yeah lah.
Alex also had a RS2. RS2, he has one.
And CL also, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Alex had a RS2. Alex also
But
bought.
now I want to.
Yes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying Alex also is the first person in Malaysia who bought a Honda NSX. Yeah.
Nice.
Back then.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my so cute.
Your jab.
My
the
doctor
hell,
gave me
Thomas?
such a nice duster. So cute. I'll keep it. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, back to just want to answer the question one more time because now I thought about it. Right, 997 and GD and 992. Someone asking, and then there's few people asking also. I think I think it depends on what you want. I actually like both cars now. But if I'm gonna drive the car on Genting, on all the spirited roads more often than not. So 992 is a more engaging car to drive. 997, sorry. But if you are a guy that wants the ease to put the power down, the ease to concentrate and delivering great lap times, and 992 is for you, lor. So I guess it really depends. There's not one car better than the other. That's what you want, And I think for all of us, 4 of us over here, we like to drive the car more than actually want to put a good lap time, So I think there's no versus which is better or not. I think it's really what you want. And in that respect, someone asked, would I trade my Spider for the Gt3? No, probably no lah. I want the drop top motoring. I want to drive more twisty roads. So I think the Spider is still a very, very different experience. Yeah, just to end this whole 992 and versus 997 thing. Yeah. Because a lot of people are asking. Yeah.
Bobby, I have a question now. I know you are the expert or the master of everything in Muda and car list lah. You probably see it every day and you go through.
Yes.
And I know what to call because I do it too. I know like you like I want to check now and you go through. So I guess my question is when you look at Porsche and what do you filter on? I'm very keen to say what is your logic process like? What's available in the market now? Where do you start? You go Porsche, then what do you look at first to see what's new and available?
Porsche, you mean specifically Porsche?
Porsche, because we're today a Porsche, yeah. Because every now and then I see like you said, Tana, there's this car for sale, Porsche. This Cabrio came up for sale, Hey, there's this car. So it's like some or other you go through a process and you pick up all the unique Porsches available for sale. I want to just understand your logic, your thought process. How do you pick this out?
I don't know. I usually start with typing in convertible without selecting a brand.
Okay.
All right. And just to remind car list, your system doesn't know how to differentiate convertible. It's like all the stupid dealers they put their normal E-class W124, W212, and then you search convertible, they all come out. And then I search convertible term, and then I search cabriolet term, and then after that roadster. Then I seldom search like Gt3 Rs or Gt3 and all that because it's not something I want to hound on or check out, because at one point, we saw a 997 cabriolet, right? Going for 190,000, and then the guy was trolling everybody. I think sold already, but it's no longer available in the market, right? I would so love to get that one, It's like NA, naturally aspirated, chill 997 convertible, it's off the market now. Yeah,
I think the thing with convertible, Bobby, and some more with the rear engine car, the sound that comes out behind you, which Thomas is enjoying, and Tana as well now.
What I love about Porsche is that most of the time you hear the sound of the engine, then the exhaust.
Correct. Tana, can you share that video of the classic Porsche?
Yeah, 1 second.
Where I was driving it. The sound of that flat six. And if you compare to a modern one now, Tana, if you can play the modern one, which I just tuned. We're going to do a run. Try a 4th gear run. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Why the gear so low? Get over it.
Try 3rd gear here. That is a 4th gear from low RPM all the way up.
4th gear.
Yes,
crazy,
4th gear. It's crazy. You hear the way the engine revs. You still can hear the lineage, right? The old one and the new one. Yeah.
I mean, it's a classics, right? Yeah.
Yes. So the
DNA.
My
spider sounds like a mad dog. Now my spider sounds like a mad dog.
Compared to that,
it's so refined. My spider is just screaming behind the ears.
Yeah, because yours also a 3.8 versus the 3.0 turbo. That was a 3.0 turbo.
Yeah. Suddenly I feel like mine is like a dog that needs to be put down.
Yeah.
I just need to say something. Oh, 3 point something? Oh, that's cute.
Hi, God.
Wow. Okay.
Yo.
Sorry, I had to join a bit later. I was out with the kids.
Nice.
It's all right. It's all right, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, but,
Yeah.
but I was tuning in along the way lah. And wow, Mike, just now the old one and the new one cannot fight ah.
Yeah.
The sound, the sense of
They're both
occasion,
different lah.
One is turbo lah. The other one
Yeah.
NA air cool some more. You know.
Mm.
Wow, really the sound Yeah.
cannot lah. It's like, but it is the modern one that you would count on every day, right? To do your
Yes.
business.
Correct.
Your air cool, what to do?
Yeah, that one's an air cool engine. Yeah.
Hey, but
Clutch is so
Mike,
heavy.
yeah. You know the thing about the 911 lineage is that one thing I've never understood is that why Porsche persisted with the air cool formula for as long as they did. All the way until the 993,
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always wondered why.
Millennium bug. We see year 2000. They say millennium bug gonna hit. Let's go computerize. And then when we went all, water cool.
No lah, can't be that lah.
No,
Yeah.
but
I-
it's just a coincidence lah. Something.
Yeah,
Coincidence,
I
yeah.
think with the engineering
Power has to do something
Yes.
with it. You need
Yeah.
you want to
Yes.
squeeze more power, you need to disperse more heat.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
You can't
And,
keep just
Yes.
There's
I mean,
like
like,
The longer you drive, the less power
Yes.
you get.
Yeah, I understand the
But
yeah,
I
I
think
understand why the water cool is the more power. Ultimately, is the one to give you more power. But I'm just amazed that they persisted with air cool
Yes.
for as long as they did.
until
I-
1999.
yeah, I think Mike, a lot of it is to do with the fact if you think about the whole lineage, 97, 96 they were about to go bankrupt, and then obviously it's when my Boxster came to save the day, and the company revived. But there's also, I have to say, man, I got Boxster, but there's also the point that you see here, Porsches were getting more and more expensive to build when the whole air cool were much more difficult and much more heavier, and they need to get to the point that it's just easier to build, easier to maintain, and easier to go. So I think that's just part of the journey, lah. You have to go to reinvent. How can you keep selling something for the same product for so long? People are selling more modern cars. So I think it's like you're selling. I'm selling a Beetle engine versus people are selling like really modern sports cars back then.
I
And
mean, if you have driven the old cars, right? Bobby has jumped into that 964 before, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
You see how can your feet, your feet
My
keep,
size 11 and a half feet. Yeah.
Yes. Your feet keeps on hitting the steering coupling also, right?
Like that.
Yeah.
Both feet are like that. And then it's
And then
clutch,
your ankle,
clutch,
and then your
brake,
ankle.
throttle. It's like, what the hell? Yeah.
Bobby, I
Yes.
broke my foot.
Your ankle to the left of the car as well, to the center of
Oh
the
yes.
car.
It's like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
Bobby,
I
But
think they
after
didn't
some
do the
time-
left to right hand conversion properly.
Pardon?
No,
They
but
didn't
then
do the
they
right-hand
didn't do
drive
the-
conversion properly.
Who?
no, but then even the left-hand drive one,
Yeah.
it is still askew to the center of the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because bear in mind, like what you guys said earlier, right? The older 911s, they are actually very small and narrow cars.
Correct. Yes. Then you see where
Very.
the pedal is or not on the left-hand drive.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
It's to the center of the car.
A few nights ago, I was driving on LBP, and there was a 993, all right, out on the middle lane, just on a slow cruise, minding his own business, and I was coming behind him on my S Max, So I was looking at it, and it's a 993, like not the turbo, but the Carrera, so it's a narrow body. I was like, damn, this car looks small, man.
Yes.
Yeah, bro,
Definitely.
tiny.
Yes.
Bro,
Tiny.
it's as big as my E30, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
It's like
it is.
Mine is wider than it, man.
Yes. Yeah.
What boggles me is the amount of fluid you need to put to change like an engine oil change for a cool.
Yes, and
Too
the
much
air
of
cool.
maintenance
When
cost
you
crazy.
yes, with the
What-
air
what
cool,
do you-
right?
So you need more engine oil for sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
a lot more.
Yeah. The because
Why is
your
that?
en- your engine oil travels all the way to the front of the car on the right hand side. That's where the oil cooler is. So it travels all the way to the front, and the older cars are dry sump as well.
Oh, you need a
because
lot more oil.
the engine oil, they use the engine oil to take the heat from out of the engine.
Correct.
Yeah, oil
Yes.
cooler lah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. These
Wow.
are, I think, the Porsche Jungle Green.
Whoosh.
This is a
Porsche
930, right? It's not a
No, it's
993. It's a 930.
993.
Is this a 993?
I think it's a 993.
Yeah.
But the
yeah, no,
front
no.
looks a bit odd though.
Yeah. Something is a bit
Front
off.
of the car. The front of the
993.
car.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 993.
993, but it doesn't have the enclosure in front.
Mm,
Right.
it looks odd, the light and the fender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There's a flat nose 993 in my mechanic shop.
Ooh. Oh, those are worth a lot of money.
I'll be back to show you. It's beautiful.
What's he doing? What's he doing in the workshop?
Just that he is engine rebuild and stuff like and it's funny that there was a 928 park outside. The owner said, "Okay, I want to rebuild," and the guy said, "You sure not on rebuild because cost it more money of the car as to rebuild the thing." He said, "Yes, I want to." Okay, fine lah. So they said so to be safe, he took out the engine and put it in the workshop because.
Yep.
They won't steal their body lah, but they might steal the engine. So it's a V8,
V8
one. So the engine is in the workshop being rebuilt, So yeah, my mechanic is like an old air cool shop heaven.
Mechanic.
Mike's been there.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic place.
Yeah. I mean, the Porsches like the 964 and all that, right? With the air cooler, if you're going to get one, you got to really check up the car and really check all the balls lah, the engine ball itself, because it has come to the age, you might have to replace all the balls lah, because of the metal fatigue, after all this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here are some questions from people. So we got Geraint here. I'm looking
Yeah,
for
I
a
wanted
Porsche
to-
Macan. Porsche Macan, but not wanting to buy a 2021 because the Macan, the Macan or Macan? Macan.
Actually,
Macan.
no. The person who sold me the Mini, he's an Indonesian but lived in Malaysia for a long time. He said, "Guys, you're saying all wrong, because Macan is based on the Indonesian word for tiger, right? Because it's agile like a tiger. You know how they say it over there? Macan.
Machan.
I don't think
They
it's
see a
Macan.
hot chick, right? They see a hot chick, they'll go, "Hey, Tana, Macan!" Like Macan. That's how they do it. So actually, it's called Macan. The
Okay.
Indonesian
I
word.
don't
from
believe.
Indonesia.
I don't
You should say it as
I don't-
Indonesian word.
I don't believe
Okay, how-
you, Thomas. But once you buy a
Ask your
Macan,
inbound friend. Ask your inbound friend.
No. Okay. When they launched the Macan, they really put this in their press release. The word came from the Indonesian word or Indonesian indigenous word for tiger.
Yeah.
But
how you
I
pronounce it?
believe they pronounce it as Macan. I believe they refuse to pronounce it as Macan. So
It doesn't sound
Hey,
masculine.
what you
ah.
drive? I drive Porsche Macan.
Yep.
So
Right, it's called Macan. Macan.
Okay, so his question-
the way they say it. Okay, Macan.
okay, so if you're
But
Indonesia,
I cannot call it Macan. I cannot.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he wants to buy. He doesn't want to buy a new Macan because it depreciates very fast. 218 Macan used at like 400k, brand new. Now sells at 200k. So what do you think?
Fantastic value, man.
If anybody can find a 2018 Macan at 200k, you just buy. Because the cheapest one that I see in Muda is 225, and it's a 2014 car.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as 2018 Macan for 200k. 200k is 2014, and they're gonna stay there until year 2024. when they are no longer available for loan, then they will start dropping to about the 160, 150 range, and then go down from there. So
Yeah.
So just
The
I don't know
Cayenne-
what you're up to, Jerain, but just buy the 200K one if you want
Yeah.
to.
The Cayenne depreciates worse than the Macan. From what I see, the Macan really holds its value.
The older Cayennes, because of the big engine, they
Yep.
depreciate.
Yep.
But I tell you, the new ones with a 3-liter turbo, right? They're gonna hold
No.
very long.
Yes.
They're gonna hold very, very long.
No,
Yeah.
because the first gen Cayenne is what the smallest engine is a 3.6. You want
The problem with the
3.8.
first gen, what? There's a 3.2.
Yeah,
I
3.2.
think no.
3.2 VR6.
Shit, the
With
first
the
gen got
Cayenne
3.2.
war.
The first gen. Yeah, 3.2. 3.2.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the from the Cayenne that I sort of know, the smallest, I mean the one that we have over here officially 3.6. That engine is weak in a way, huh? So I think, but it's reliable. The 3.6 is reliable
Very
and weak. Yeah, but it's weak. Yeah.
Yeah, 280 horses trying to
Yeah.
all 2.5 tons. Huh?
Question for you, Mike.
That
For
should be
a
aspirated.
718 Boxster S, with a stage 1 tuning, what would tune to the car? Hardware replacement required
Okay.
to
Yeah, this one is the 2.5. I think with this one you will get about 400 horses. Yeah.
Wow.
From stage 1. You know, with
The Tapang by Spider, man.
350 horses stock. So you get 50 horses more, and then stock is 420 Newton meters. Yeah, you are looking 500 Newton meters. Yeah.
Ooh, that's rocket.
Yes.
From a 2.5. Yeah,
Yes.
from a 2.5.
And
We know the
yes, and the power delivery will be linear with our tune. So just like just now we showed the 3.0 turbo also. It pulls in a very linear fashion. With our
Nice.
tune. Yes. Yes.
You know the funny things about the 718? Actually, you can put out the TT again for 718 Boxster S. Do you know that at 718 they ditched the word Boxster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct.
Yes.
They just put 718 at the back of the car.
718
Yeah.
is the convertible form, and then 718 Cayman is the coupe form.
Oh.
Funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
actually, the I know it sounds. I agree. I'm just not saying this to make TT look wrong. It's just I'm just saying this because sometimes I make the mistake of calling it a 718 Boxster, but actually it's 718. That's it. Name change. Interesting. Yeah.
Because the old 718 is open top.
Four cylinder, right?
The old one is an open top car. And last
It's
time
a four cylinder. So
Porsche, because they see themselves as a racing brand, right? The Cayman is the serious car on track. So the Boxster is the less serious Cayman. So they actually priced the Boxster cheaper than the Cayman last time.
Yeah.
All right. But now they're gonna turn it back to have the sports car range have a 911, and then there is a 718. And then the Cayman became the 718's hardtop derivative, and it's actually priced lower than the 718. So the Cayman is now the entry, as opposed to last time the Boxster being the entry. Yeah, they changed it like that now.
the 718 was a four cylinder as well. So I think because they introduced four cylinder into the current 718, so they wanted to use the 718 because they had the four cylinder.
Yeah, but then there's now 718 with 6-cylinder, right?
Yep.
GT4.
Yeah.
GTS. Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
how many liters for the Quires? I think something like teens, like 12, 14 liters, some crazy amount.
Actually, I think it's 10 or 11 depending how much oils can drop off And
Not
the
as much as our car, huh? Not as much as our car, huh?
Yes.
Actually, I'm curious, Bobby, how much does
Yes.
Aston Martin take?
14 as a start.
14.
Yes.
But they don't drink oil, right? They don't
So
consume
far,
oil, right?
no. Oh my god! Look at the size.
It's like a Panamera, bro. It's like a
Is that a
Panamera
Panamera?
and a 911.
Is that the
Hmm.
Panamera?
That's the Panamera first gen facelift.
Yeah, no?
Oh my god.
Or the
And that would
964?
be no 993. That's a 993.
Oh, 993. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's a 993.
Cannot
Oh
see
my
too well.
god.
No,
Just shakes you.
I have a housemate here. I mean, someone in the building has there's two G30s here, G20, G20s, right? Sorry,
Mm.
G30, G33 series. So one day I just parked next to them, and I went out to look at my E30 and then the G30, right? This is like 7 series, and then you got 3 series.
Yeah.
How much car has grown, man?
Yeah.
Has grown so much. Ridiculous.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I-
let's. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, we got TT here asking us, does the tuning any impact on the stability and safety? Yeah. I think this one depends from car to car, like the 991.2, which we just tuned, on the standard tune, the car feels very planted and all that, But after we tune it, right, the driver got to pay attention, when he starts to throttle the car, the car starts to pull in certain direction, so he got to start to pay attention.
But that is true. When you have an increase in performance, naturally you need an increase in attention to manage that.
Yes, correct.
Competently manage that.
Yep. And
Okay,
then with
so-
that, what we can do is you can change your suspension,
Okay,
like
I want to
what
do
Alex-
I want to do a thing. So let's just try go car hunting lah. So Thomas, if you didn't buy a let's say, like, I'm going to end the show quickly now in 10 minutes, but if you're going to buy a Porsche today and it wasn't your beautiful Spider,
I have the answer. I have the answer.
Okay.
Thomas will wager a bet, see whether I answer correctly or not.
Okay.
It will be the Speedster.
Oh,
Oh,
but it's not. Yeah, I guess so
No.
lah.
I don't like the Speedster, bro.
but it's a logical progression from your Spider, the Speedster.
Yes, it's logical, but I don't like the butt looks so weird. Bro, the butt looks so weird, bro.
No need to
Wow.
find Speedster on car list, Chiang. You wouldn't be able to find it. It's not there. It's not there. All right.
Okay.
No,
You have to find from Google. You have to find from Google.
Google.
Hmm.
So
Just
No,
to
maybe
show
I love it,
everybody.
I love it. But I'm not. I know it for a lot of people. It looks good. I know Adrian loves the Speedster. And one time I did Duke West my car,
Yeah.
and then he said Speedster is like MILF. and then a Spider. This is words Spider is like that hot 25-year-old athletic girl, and then Speedster is the MILF. I prefer the MILF.
I
was like, okay,
I
that's a
don't know.
very
I
good
don't know how to.
explanation.
I don't know how to react, but okay. Depends what
Good
you
to
want.
know
I guess,
Adrian's tastes.
Hey,
Yeah.
got picture or not? Got picture or not? Anyone show a picture of
show
the
the
Speedster?
Speedster.
Yeah, yeah. Chiang,
I
come.
find the butt a bit weird lah. This didn't do for me. Yeah.
Show the rear, Chiang. You show the front, I'll punch you.
Deduct your salary.
Young is looking for it now.
Chiang, pressure, they pressure.
There's a Speedster on the for real lah.
Get the GT Silver, bro. GT Silver.
Somebody said there's a Speedster on Muda.
Yeah,
there
all
is
the
a silver
dealers who steal pictures from UK and then put it up here, Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Speedster. Oh yes. But they never
there's a Speedster,
imported.
right?
I believe so. Speedster has been around
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
The 964
sorry.
Speedster is really ugly. The 964 Speedster is.
Yes. They chopped the
it's
roof
actually-
down. They chopped.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Actually, Speedster came from the the Speedster lineage came from the 356, right? They did for the American
Yeah, of
market.
course. Yes.
Yeah.
The 356. Yeah, but the 356 is
Yeah.
elegant, Oh my god, the 964 Speedster. Oh dear.
Don't want to see
windscreen
the
got
Yeah.
chopped.
But you can.
Yeah. Ayo, that one really like
Wow.
a growth. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Tumor.
unexpected.
Got tumor.
Oh, this one.
Mm.
Wait, oh, mamma mia. Look
Oh,
at that.
sure.
Milk.
Hmm. 356.
Okay lah. I mean, I don't know if I would like. I'm never a big fan of the. I mean, 91.1 onwards doesn't do it for me. I don't know why lah. Yeah.
Mm.
So what would be if let's say like you have to get another Porsche, what would it be?
Singer lor.
Like 718 lor.
Oh. 718.
Oh,
Chiang, can you
GT4
Chiang,
lah.
can you show Singer 911 Williams? Singer 911 Williams. Oh my god. That would be my ultimate Porsche. I mean, if I have the money, I'll go for that one. But it's gonna cost like what? Close to 10 million.
1.8 million US dollars, bro.
That's a start.
1.8 million US dollars.
That's just a start, right? Oh,
The ultimate Porsche for me is the pinnacle lah. Is the is a 918 Spider lah. For me,
for me, pinnacle is Singer lah. Come on, give me a picture,
but
bro.
Singer is not a Porsche, bro. It's not a Porsche. It's a Singer.
I don't care. Porsche will say that. Oh, we are not Singer enough. Hey, side view got Jiang, the intake. Okay, this one. Yes. No, just not that one. Jiang, just the picture earlier on. I want everybody to look at the rear quarter window. Jiang, just not the Jiang.
慢慢来.
You look at the engine. Guys, look at the engine. Look at the intake. Jiang, you want to click the engine with the intake? Third row, second picture. Oh yes, that's the rear quarter window, guys. The intake is on the rear quarter window. Porsche should steal this idea. They should steal this from Singer. Oh my god, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
wow.
And that's a 500 horsepower air-cooled engine.
Work of art. That's a work of art.
Oh, look at the intake, man. Look at the intake.
Yep.
From the rear quarter window, all in. Oh, amazing.
How many liters, Bobby? This one, the engine?
No, 4 liter, right? Is it 4 liter? I didn't really check.
4 liter.
4 liter.
Oh my god.
And look at the exhaust manifold.
Oh yes.
Like
Look at the engine. Look at it. Look at the whole intake.
It's like a piece of art, right?
yeah, man.
Artwork.
They build the car around the engine lah.
This is pure art, lah. This is pure art.
You know, RWB is like street art, right? This is like fine art.
Yep.
RWB to me ruins Porsches. Imagine every old classic Porsche is cut up, right? In the future, right, you won't have enough, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot tahan. Every time they do the sawing, he does the sawing of the fender.
I cannot take that part.
I cannot tahan.
I cannot.
I'm like,
I mean, I respect his work, but I just wish that he would just do it on the modern ones which are still being built, rather than the old ones that are not anymore.
Yeah.
Different folks. Some people like it lah. I just you know, but Singer is just a piece of art, man, like fine art.
But Singer is like unobtainium lah. Come on lah, let's be real for a while.
Ada, don't say that, bro. Maybe your
Okay.
deal you make in the next 5 years suddenly will net you so much money.
Exactly.
Singer is like spare change for you, bro. You never know.
Tana, if it is spare change for you, can you buy 2?
As long I get you one in black.
Oh my god, look at that. Look
But
at
you know what?
that.
I would
I like
love.
that. Check out the number
I
plate.
wouldn't get a single, bro. I wouldn't get a single, bro. I wanna. If I have the money, it's a 918 Spider, bro.
555.
918 Spider. And
918
then you need to
Spider,
change the
man.
then you need to change the hybrid battery.
Doesn't matter. We'll deal with it.
Change
We'll deal with it.
your
Bro, the car is so beautiful, man. Oh, you know, when I first saw it in magazine or the stuff right, online, I was like, yeah, it looks so ugly, this stupid green color thing. Then I was in London, right? Then I saw a 918 Spider with the roof off, with the same thing, the GT silver and the green color, neon, everything. I was like, what the heck, man? It's so beautiful.
It
It's
is beautiful. It is beautiful.
The spirit of the GT is the Carrera GT is there, and oh my god, don't know how to say lah. I'm a sucker for silver lah. Then when to Bespoke, they show me the 918 Spider. I was like, don't want to touch the car. It's so beautiful. Oh, look at that.
It's the only car that has ever made me want to throw up in Sepang. The
really?
crazy part with this, the crazy part with this car is that it accelerates so fast. That's the first thing. Second thing, it decelerates so fast. So you were shooting off the line, and then until turn one, right, it's able to brake at such a short distance and remove so much speed at such a short time. And then the moment it did the turn, and then immediately on the throttle again. So it's like the speedometer, right? Speedometer is like down to 80 plus, and then boom, back to 200 plus, and then down to 80 plus, and then up back to 200 plus. It's crazy. It's crazy. This car is just so fast.
Quite a few
And
G's,
it's
right?
Of the three
and
holy
it's so
trinity,
loud. Yeah.
and the three holy trinity of all, this the one guy that did, you know what we do? We do a spider lah. We take off the roof lah.
Yeah.
We don't need the roof. We can do it without the roof. What the heck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my favorite also amongst the three. It's my favorite. It's beautiful.
Oh, look at the butt, man. Oh, yo, the front okay, but the butt, man. Oh,
Now I still want a singer.
Okay,
I want a
This is
spider.
nice. This is nice. I want a singer.
Gone, given you
But you know what?
your
The
choice?
Taycan also, the Taycan doesn't make me want to throw up. The Taycan makes me feel like I'm losing consciousness.
Oh yeah, that happened. No, wait.
You know, the funny thing, bro,
Yes.
the Turbo S, right? At first, the instructor is like, "You ready?" I'm like, a bit nervous. He say, "Don't worry, just relax." Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? You know, I'm sorry to swear. I swear in the car. Then I got out. Then it's like, I was like, oh my god, my head hurts. It's like, then it's like, okay, your turn. Huh? My turn, lah. Then my turn. He said, okay, don't need to put sport chrono. Okay, just do normal launch. I was like, oh, my head hurts. I say I'm losing consciousness. Then I say, he said, okay, go back, do the one with the sport chrono launch control. I say, I don't want to do. Can or not? I say, no. You all must do. Sure, I don't want to do. I don't want to do. I'm scared. I don't want to do.
My
this
experience
last
was a
one.
bit
Okay, I'm
different.
done. I don't want a Taycan Turbo S. I don't want it. If I want an electric car, but I will buy the Taycan Cross Turismo 4. Okay, all the others I don't want to touch. They're scary. Okay,
It's funny.
I
My
didn't want to
experience.
puke.
Yeah.
I didn't want to puke. I think if I want to interrogate somebody, I'll put them as my passenger. I'll keep launching until they tell me what I want to hear from them. It's painful on the body, bro. It hurts the body and the brain. The blood, I'm feeling the blood leaving my prefrontal cortex. So I'm losing my rational thinking because the blood from here is going behind. This is the logical thinking. All the blood gone.
My experience was a bit different, Thomas, because we did the same thing, right? So the first run they do, the trainer will, the driver that will bring you. Second is normal. Third is sport lah. So my first one I drove, the guy said, he mentioned, make sure your head is there because whiplash is a big issue. So I make sure the person, my head was there, and I went and I could feel it, and I was like, okay lah, I play cool, I felt, I understood like that. So came to my turn to try normal. So then I was a bit cocky lah. So I was like, sitting normal, and I drove. And drove normal, I could feel, also my head wasn't at the back. I could feel the my stomach like going inside, and my eye became smaller and smaller. I was like going to pass out, no. And I said, no, don't let go, Tana, don't let go. And I was like squinting my eye to the air, came the cone, I braked. Then macho, real macho. I saw the video again, like can't really see, but macho. And then I said, wow, really can feel the G, yeah? He said, yeah, okay, now we go again, do Sport Plus. I was like, oh shit.
It's
Okay.
scary.
Wait.
Scary.
No, but wait. But this is the thing. So the third round go. Okay, I said, okay, no. So I'm driving. The seat I push forward a bit. My seat I push back. I was like pushing back. I biting my body stiffen up, and I was driving. Push hard, like, and I said, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. This is my last chance. I gotta go all the way. My foot was on the floor, Thomas. Honest to God. And at the very last minute, I pressed the brake. But on the third round, I did not feel nauseous. So the moral of the story was, and I said, how come now I feel okay? It's fast, but we didn't feel it. And what they said was, the second round, when you first time you went, you were not prepared for what it was. But when you went again, and the best part was the normal was normal. The Sport Plus was Sport Plus and lost control. So then you're prepared. You know what to expect. So your body is fine. So that was it. So
I know what to expect, and I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
And so people say they feel like puking in cars. I can honestly say this car makes me want to pass out in the car. I never said that before. I want to pass out in the car.
The acceleration is
I'm
crazy.
legit terrified of this car. I don't want to sit in a Turbo S. It's only one car in the world I don't want to sit in. I'd rather sit in a Fiat Panda than this.
I came out of there.
I will sit in a Fiat Multipla or Fiat Panda. I will not sit in this car.
But Thomas, I came out of it. I came out of it wanting one. Honestly, I said,
I want
a
Cross Turismo 4. I don't want anything else. I want the basic.
I want a Turbo S because it handled quite well.
Actually, I would like the base rear wheel drive Taycan.
I thought I did honestly, but now honestly, we were talking about this earlier, and I said, what do you want to get? I said, I want to get a cheaper one, rear wheel drive, more fun. I saw the videos they were doing drifting and stuff like that. But after going on the Turbo S and the track, whatever, and I felt like shit, the Turbo S, it's an extremely competent track car. I mean, how the hell they made an EV car to go on the track so confidently, and I was so impressed. And so now I've stopped my mind. I think I want a Turbo S, not the rear wheel drive, because the rear wheel drive, honestly, you will lose control. You drive, you press, you lose. It's quite scary, So anyway, sorry, Con. If you were to buy a Porsche today and you're looking at car list going through, what would you buy?
Wow.
Let's be reasonable, These two fellas went to
reasonable choice.
These two guys are different level, It's all God level, One, they want Spider,
Yeah, so wow.
718 Spider, okay? 718 Spider. If I sold my Spider, I get 718.
Bro, we are living in a different world, bro. I mean, Trans, you and Damansara, we're living in a different world,
No, if I get any Porsche today, there'll be a 718 Spider, no?
Okay. Anyway, Con, what is
okay?
People have to ask,
if I think from a mechanical standpoint, I would go for a 997. But from form factor standpoint, a 991 Targa, the basket case Targa.
Choose one,
If I must choose, maybe I go for a 991 Targa,
Yeah. But can I choose back my 981 Spider?
Okay.
Okay.
He's like, what? No, Bobby, because Thomas believes in what they call energy to the universe. What he sends out to the universe will come back to him. So he's scared if I say something that I get the wrong car. No, must say the correct car.
No.
There
is no better car than the Spider, a road car, all right? A road convertible for me. There's nothing better than the Spider for my driving style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I want to ask. Just now, you guys were saying the crazy acceleration. Were you guys regarding the Taycan Turbo S or the 911 Turbo S?
Taycan Turbo S.
Okay. I just checked that the Taycan Turbo S will do it in 2.9 seconds.
Mm.
All right. The 918 Spider will do it in 2.4.
Ridiculous.
Half a second faster. The
So
918
the
Spider.
spider can the 981 Spider can make you puke and then make you lose consciousness.
Yeah,
Two
the
together.
918 Spider is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so Con is 991.1 or Targa, right?
Targa.
Okay,
Targa.
then back there. So Thomas say 981 Spider because it's the best. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's the best for me lah. Okay. Mike, what would you pick if you have one Porsche you can pick today?
Oh, will be the 997 GT3 4.0 lah. Yeah, that would be
Oh,
the RS.
that's the RS. That's the RS. That's the RS.
the RS.
That's the RS. Got picture or not? Chiang, come.
Oh, that one,
Yeah.
obvious lah.
But did you know that the Nissan GTR tapao that car in Nürburgring?
Never mind.
Never
That's
mind.
not the point.
It's not.
Yeah, that's the best.
You would drive
Best
to
answer.
Nissan.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not how fast you get there; it's how you get there.
This one,
Yeah, every-
NA.
No, because I love
4.0.
the story. I love the story how the Nissan came out GTR on Nürburgring, do better. Then they came out with GT2 RS, then tapao back the Nissan,
Yeah.
It's just a cool story to tell lah.
Hey,
And the
but
funny
that
thing
time,
is that-
yes, Thomas, you continue.
Oh no, the funny thing is that the Australians called the GTRs Godzilla, right? And Godzilla is a kaiju, right? It comes from the sea, right? The kaiju, the
Yeah.
monsters. And then if you watch Pacific Rim, the people that fight the kaijus are called Jaegers, and Jaegers is the German word for hunters. Right. So it's quite interesting. It's like the story of the Jaeger and the kaijus. No, that's the way I see it. Quite cool.
But do you know that for a lot of you who consume English media, right? You all thought the nickname of GTR is Godzilla, right? But actually, the nickname of GTR in Japan and in the like Hong Kong or Taiwan or Malaysia, those who read like no. The nickname of GTR is God of War.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's called God of War. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Walao, that
it's
is
God of
fierce,
War.
man. What kind of nickname is that, man?
Yeah, Godzilla was Christian to it by the Western world, right? But in the Eastern world, like the Chinese speaking, the Japanese area, it's actually called God of War. Yeah.
What a terrorizing
GTR.
name.
Yeah, man.
I'm being chased by a God of War.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, man.
Never mind, let him overtake.
No, he will run. He will overtake. He will run through you. He will run through you.
So,
Wow, Alex car, so
No, this is the
So-
RS. This is the RS.
no, this one is Alex car.
this is
so
Alex's car. Yeah, it's his car.
wow,
Oh,
wow, so
So-
really, wow.
not bad.
Congratulations
So-
to whoever bought it.
Yep.
What an epic car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
So, wow.
One day any, on the market.
Hmm.
No,
Wow,
I was in for 1 week, almost 1 week. Yeah.
1 week.
There were like a
Because
couple of guys
Alex is like, I'm gonna put up the car exactly for 1 month. All right. Whoever wants it has 1 month chance to buy it. If no one gets it in 1 month, he's not gonna sell it. Yeah.
But Alex car is not an RS lah. So that I don't know. Alex car is not an RS.
Was that an
Yeah.
RS? Just now that one is an RS?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is
Yeah.
Alex's car. Oh, not
Yeah,
not
This
his
is another
car.
one.
Not his car, because Alex's car is red rims with a stripe in the center.
Ah,
This is
okay.
Yeah. So this
Yeah,
is
this is
another
the RS.
another RS. This is not Alex's car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a 4.0 RS.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't have the stripe on the hood. Alex actually put stripes on his hood. Yeah,
Right.
this is RS.
Also
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
But Mike actually wanted the 4.0 RS, not this one.
Yeah,
It's the
4.0,
4
Not this
liter
one,
RS.
the Big
4.0.
Daddy.
The
Big Daddy
GT3
lah.
RS 4.0.
So Tana, what
You
will
see,
be the car you want if it's the one Porsche?
I have this image of a GT3
Sorry,
997,
Bobby.
the 3.6 with a orange rim. That image is in my head, lah.
Ah,
You know what I mean? You know that image. So that image is in my head, and
hmm.
yeah. So 997.1 lah, actually.
From one, lah.
GT3 1.
Are you going to manual convert the car?
Well, I honestly I cannot afford a GT3 at this point in my life. So I do have an ambition yet. So I do have an ambition to get a 997.1 and do a manual conversion lah. So that's definitely something.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
Alex car on top. Alex's
Yeah,
car is
correct.
on top,
seven-
on the left, top left.
798.
With the stripe.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy, yeah.
Epic,
I like the contrasting wheels and the color and
Actually, if you
Yeah,
think
it's
about
like
it,
quite
they are not beautiful, you know. 911s are not beautiful,
No.
but they stick to it for such a long time, right? You learn how to find beauty from what it is.
Yeah.
You learn it. Yeah,
That silhouette.
Yes.
Sure.
It's as
Sure,
if
the last
it's as
time,
if you go to a planet, right, where everybody has three eyes. Everyone has three eyes, right? And maybe the ladies have three boobs, you know. So at first you're like, oh,
I
what
knew
the heck?
it. You're gonna do that.
After few years, you learn to appreciate which one with the three eyes are prettier, you know. So it's something like that. Porsche.
Bobby, since the 60s, is it? Like one since the 60s.
Wow, let's be honest, lah.
Yes.
The 911.1 has really nice shape, lah. It looks nice. I mean, they know how to modernize it.
It's going to be 60 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
Oh, that
But
puts it into
the first 911 was ugly AF. The first one, the 356. Oh my god!
I
It's
think
like a
it was
beetle.
1964, right? The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
901.
Thomas was saying, the 356 is from the Beetle, right?
Right?
The
correct.
356 is the platform from the Beetle, and then the Beetle was a copycat of the Tatra. So the whole thing goes back to the 1920s. The way this form factor, this format, it goes back, goes all the way back to 1920s. Yeah. It never changed much.
Yes.
Mm.
Rear engine after all these years. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not
they
exactly
tried-
rear engine now, but yeah.
And
is
it was
rear
air
engine.
cooled, and it was air cooled last time because somebody wants to conquer Northern Africa. Hence air cooled.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't need water
The ironic part is that the Beetle also became an iconic car for hippies.
for peace.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
And the Beetle was a Ponzi scheme last time. It was a scheme
I heard that
to
one, yeah.
yes.
Oh.
So what they did is they created a booklet, right? And every month you collect your salary, you pay a certain amount to the government. The government will give you a stamp. So once your stamp is full, you can collect your car from the government. All right. But they receive all this money, they go and build all those air-cooled Beetles with machine guns on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole history part, huh? All right.
Yeah.
So, yep, interesting.
Yes.
Okay. It's been an awesome. I think.
Yeah, man, it's been an awesome night, and Thomas just left without goodbye.
Thomas just
Hey, let's all jump out when he's trying to connect back.
There he is.
All right.
there you
Thomas is back. Thomas is
Thomas.
back. All right. Okay, he
I'll
just got back in time to say bye-bye. Ooh.
I don't know what the wing is doing there, but
Yeah, but
Ini sepak.
But-
This one is to tickle whose balls? This one must be Tana lah.
this is the 0.1, 991.1, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
That thing
mm.
looks odd.
The wing
Yeah.
lah.
Ayo,
wing
but you
doesn't-
put this and you compare it to a DB9 Volante.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
It looks too
Oh.
it doesn't look masculine lah.
Yeah.
Mm. Nowadays I don't like the scoop already. Nowadays I don't like the scoop on the side intake.
Yeah, the side
I
scoop,
want
right?
it clean. Yeah, I want it clean. Mm.
And then
Clean
this one
inside.
where the scoop is also at an awkward position.
Mm. Should be at the rear quarter window, right? Oh.
Yeah. Wow, that one crazy.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
All right, guys.
I think you wanna-
It's
you wanna
been a
end
long
the show?
night.
It's late. Okay.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, guys.
All right.
you
Good
for-
night.
Side effect.
Good night.
Thank you all for
Good night,
joining
guys.
us.
Right. Good night, guys.
See you in the
For
next live show.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.